And you're logged on to
Pulse.
It's pulse.com.gh.
Yeah, I'm Henry Adofo and I'm live here on Pulse TV.
I was just wondering.
Wondering? What about?
I'm not comfortable traveling to Nigeria anymore. Let's just look for a hotel here in Accra. We're still gonna have fun.
Why the change of plan?
I'm just not comfortable. Some little weird feelings.
Henry, as I said, I'm the firstborn of 3 boys. So yeah, I have 2 other brothers who happen to live out because my parents migrated. I was born somewhere in the eastern region, as I always say, but I'm a Kwewu. I'm 100% Kwewu. I left the country somewhere after secondary school. So yeah, that's a little bit. My acting career happened in a very particular way. Where should I start? Somewhere 2011, I live in Italy, as a matter of fact. I live in Milan, that's why I schooled and all that. So somewhere in 2011, we had a contract from some producers in Ghana. They wanted to bring their films to Europe to show in all the countries, just to premiere. So I was into events prior to that, but I had even stopped as of then. So my friend approached me, he was like, Henry, let's help by putting these events together. Let's get Ghanaian movie stars, Ghanaian movie directors, producers to Europe, and let's premiere this. So that was how I got into the film world, the Ghanaian film market itself. We met Roger Korte and he was like, instead of bringing all these actors for 3 days and then they go back, why wouldn't you take some more time, take some more months, and then produce your own film here in Europe and then try selling Ghana? So we considered the idea. We didn't really, because it was very new to us. And then after a couple of months, we decided, yeah, why not? Let's give it a shot, because to us, it was just going to be business. So after 2-3 months, we brought a couple of them in. Prince David, Edinate, Rosalind Ngiza, Kafui Dankun, Roger himself. And then we had to audition and then get some people in Europe, but we're not getting men, funny enough. So my friends were like, oh, Henry, why wouldn't you give it a shot? So I was like, okay, fine. I had been doing some church dramas back when I was in Ghana and even in Europe. So I was like, all right. So as soon as I did it, he was like, I think you have a lot of talent in you. You should consider this seriously. Initially, I thought it was one of those, but as soon as the guys came in and we started relating, I realized I was almost one of them, let me put it like that. So I believe the premiers rapped on me, because then it was still, you know, when you sit with Majid and you eat, he's gonna rap some influence on you. So yeah, that was why I got that lab. And then right from there, we shot 2 productions, and that's how I got into Ghanaian film. Yeah. I love Al Pacino. I think he's one amazing guy. I've watched him ever since. Even yesterday, I was still watching him on, I think, The Merchant of Venice. He's one guy that really inspires me a lot. I also like Robert De Niro. I think I like all the method actors, all the real good. Once you're good, Leonardo DiCaprio, you know, people who have great mind for film, they so inspire me. In Ghana, I also love Ajetian, and hope people say I look alike. I really respect him a lot as an actor. I have lots of respect for Majid also, yeah. Let's say people watch Cheaters, people have watched lots of my films. I have great comments, people say I'm a wonderful actor and all that. But I know as a person, I have not really reached out. Another fact is the fact that I also, you know, I don't live in Ghana, so most of the time I'm not present to be there in things or even get people talking. And I also think it took me a very long time to realize I was an actor. So yeah, it's my bad that I've not put in myself too much there. And I also don't like a lot of promo that ain't right, because I remember the first article I did, the guy was like, I could kiss some actresses, and I was like, dude, I didn't sign up for this. So I don't like it when people want to just write anything about me. But I realized if you don't do all of that, if you don't get yourself in the news, if you don't even fake it sometimes, people don't know you too much. I haven't had any challenge. I think I was super ready, because I come from a field, You know, what made acting very easy for me was I've been studying science all my life, and you know, we've been doing crazy chemistry work and all of that. That was very difficult for me. So when I got into film and it was just to read and then recite whatever you've read like a minute or two ago, I was like, this is easy. And then sometimes when I'm studying my script, I remember this film, House of Gold, that's like 3 years ago. My lines were crazy, some of the words I'd never heard. But then I study a script as if I'm preparing for a chemistry exam. So I break all the words down, I have the meaning. So when I was rattling like that, I remember when we were shooting that scene on the flight, Yvonne was shocked. She was like, Pascal, this guy is good. Because it was chunk of lines and I was just bringing it out like that. So I had a very strong background and it's really transcended into helping me. I've not had many challenges. You know, maybe if I might take it up and now, it'll cost, so yeah. I've always related to actors dying or maybe entertainers dying, and this year has been quite particular for the Ghanaian industry. It worries me a lot, it saddens me a lot, but we're in a very difficult industry. People don't know this. We're in a very strong industry spiritually, let me put it like that. And it only leads as a person to me drawing super close to God. I'm very, very close to God. I can be fun as possible, but because one, you cannot allow yourself to be killed, let me put it like that. You cannot let somebody orchestrate and then take you off. You are gone, you get it? That's how I see it. When I'm 90 and I go, it makes sense because I've lived my life, but when I'm young and I go, it don't make sense. So personally, I think we have to keep taking our spiritual life very, very seriously, because the more we show ourselves, you know, we're a show-off people. I remember doing film and people calling me from all over the world. Nigeria, I've had calls from Iraq. I've had calls from about watching my film. So people, there's no joke. People love us from far and near. People hate us from far and near. So as entertainers, we have to be. It's sad that we go, but I just pray that whoever's left, you know, we take some things very seriously. I'm working on a TV series, Haunted, Lucky Lawson's production, and then I'm also going to do something next week with Chris Sato and Yvonne. It's very new. It's called, I think, Swings. Produced by Lopez. That's very new, very, very hard. It's out of. And I was recently in Nigeria for Lotana with Chris, Amake, Les Benson, and other top Nigerian actors. Yeah, and I also recently did Everyday People with James Gardner, produced by Barbara Anaka from Las Vegas. So yeah, I have it's packed and it's wonderful that way. I want to say peace is something we cannot live without. You know, it's inevitable. As Ghanaians especially, we've been living in peace for so long, we cannot choose to lose it now. So no matter how heated this election is going to be, because the stakes are very high, I just want us to, as calm as we have always been, let's continue in that stead. Let's love one another, because Ghana is all we have. Let's maintain this peace. Let us vote peacefully, vote for correct means, and then let's expect the best. God be with us all.